All right, total and lateral surface area of cylinders. Again, we're going to use our reference material. We're going to look in the surface area section, and we're going to find cylinders. And the formula looks a bit different, but it really is the same thing as what we've been doing. Because perimeter for a circle is circumference, and that part right there is the circumference of the circle. So this really still is the perimeter times the height. And the total formula for surface area, again, that's the circumference. So that's perimeter times the height. And then pi r squared is the area of a circle. So that's still multiplying two bases. But they already have it filled out for you. All right, so our shape is the cylinder. The lateral face of the shape is a rectangle. If I unfold this cylinder, it's a rectangle. And the shape of the bases are circles. So the only thing I need to know to fill out the surface area formulas is the radius and the height. All right. So just because this formula looks a little bit more confusing, we're going to go over a few things. It's really not, but I'm just going to explain the letters in the formula. So the S stands for surface area. And 2 pi r is circumference. That's how we find circumference. And the H is the height of the cylinder. All right, and that's what we need to find the lateral surface area. For total surface area, again, the S is for surface area. The 2 pi r again is circumference. And H is still the height of the cylinder. And 2 just means 2. And pi r squared is the area of the circle. All right, and over here we have step-by-step directions on how to use these two formulas. And again, height connects the two bases. And the difference between the lateral and the total is the lateral does not include the bases. All right, so we're going to look at these examples and we're going to work finding lateral surface area and total surface area. So when it's a cylinder, the only thing I need for my formulas is the radius and the height. Everything else is in the formula. So for lateral surface area, it's 2 pi r h. So I need the radius. Well, on this cylinder, the radius is 5. Height connects the two bases. Even though that's laying down, our height is 10. We plug everything in, put it in our calculator, and the lateral surface area for this cylinder is 314 centimeters squared. For total surface area, the formula is a little bit longer, but it starts out the same way. We're just adding the area of the two bases. So we already did this part here. That was 314. And now we're going to have 2 times 3.14 times my radius squared. Put all of that in your calculator. And the total surface area is 471 centimeters squared. So it's just a matter of using a formula and plugging the numbers in. So on our next example, again, the only thing we have to come up with is the radius and the height. Well, when it goes all the way across the circle, that's the diameter. So I have a diameter of 8, but I need the radius. So I just half that, have a radius of 4. Height connects the two circle bases, so it's 12. So for the lateral surface area, it's 2 pi r h. So I'm just going to plug in my values of 4 and 12. Put all of that in the calculator. And I'm going to have a lateral surface area of 301 and 44/100. And that would just be like if this were a soup can label. That's just it's everything but the two bases. The total surface area, the formula starts out the same, and then we add the two circle bases. So we already did that part right here, and that was 301.44. So I'm just going to fill in those values. Well, really the value for radius is all I need to add. Plug all that into my calculator so that the total surface area is 401.92 centimeters squared. So when it comes to cylinders, just follow the formulas. All you need is the radius and the height.